A guide to developing mobile apps for iOS and Android platforms. Introduction. In today's digital age, mobile apps play a crucial role in connecting businesses with their customers and providing users with convenient access to information, services, and entertainment on the go. Developing mobile apps for both iOS and Android platforms allows developers to reach a broader audience and maximize their app's potential for success. In this guide, we'll explore the process of developing mobile apps for iOS and Android platforms, covering key considerations, tools, and best practices for creating successful mobile applications. Understanding iOS and Android development. iOS development. iOS development involves creating mobile applications specifically for Apple's iOS operating system, which powers iPhones, iPads, and iPod Touch devices. Developers use Apple's proprietary programming language, Swift, along with the Xcode Integrated Development Environment, IDE, to build iOS apps. iOS apps are distributed through the Apple App Store, where they undergo a review process to ensure compliance with Apple's guidelines and standards. Android development. Android development focuses on creating mobile applications for devices running the Android operating system, which is developed by Google and used by a wide range of smartphone and tablet manufacturers. Developers use Java or Kotlin programming languages, along with the Android Studio IDE, to build Android apps. Android apps are distributed through the Google Play Store, where they are subject to Google's review process to ensure compliance with their policies and requirements. Key considerations for cross-platform development. Cross-platform frameworks. Consider using cross-platform development frameworks such as React Native, Flutter, or Xamarin to build apps that can run on both iOS and Android platforms with a single codebase. Cross-platform frameworks streamline development efforts, reduce time to market, and provide greater flexibility for developers to maintain and update their apps. User interface (UI) and user experience (UX) design. Design your app's UI and UX to provide a consistent and intuitive experience across both iOS and Android platforms, while also adhering to each platform's design guidelines, such as Apple's Human Interface Guidelines and Google's Material Design. Customize UI elements and navigation patterns to align with platform-specific conventions and user expectations. Testing and quality assurance. Conduct thorough testing and quality assurance (QA) on both iOS and Android devices to ensure that your app functions correctly and performs well on different hardware configurations and screen sizes. Use automated testing tools and services to streamline the testing process and identify potential issues early in the development cycle. Best practices for mobile app development. Focus on performance and optimization. Optimize your app's performance, responsiveness, and memory usage to deliver a smooth and seamless user experience on both iOS and Android devices. Minimize loading times, reduce app size, and optimize graphics and animations for optimal performance across different devices. Prioritize security and privacy. Implement robust security measures to protect user data and ensure compliance with privacy regulations such as the General Data Protection Regulation, GDPR, and the California Consumer Privacy Act, CCPA. Use encryption, authentication, and authorization mechanisms to safeguard sensitive information and prevent unauthorized access to user data. Continuous iteration and improvement. Adopt an agile development methodology and embrace continuous integration and continuous delivery, CI/CD, practices to iteratively develop, test, and release new features and updates to your app. Gather user feedback, analyze app usage metrics, and incorporate user insights into future iterations to enhance the app's functionality, usability, and overall user satisfaction. Conclusion. Developing mobile apps for both iOS and Android platforms requires careful planning, attention to detail, and adherence to platform-specific guidelines and best practices. By leveraging the right tools, frameworks, and development techniques, developers can create high-quality, cross-platform mobile applications that meet the needs and expectations of users across different devices and operating systems. So roll up your sleeves, dive into the world of mobile app development, and embark on a journey to create innovative and successful apps that make a difference in the lives of users around the world.